Okay, I'm going.
So I'm working with Colorado lamb today. I am cutting pieces for a stir fry that I'm going to be making. And it's really important to buy grass-fed lamb. You can check out information on that on my website. And you'll notice there's a little bit of fat in here, and that's okay. This grass-fed lamb that I have is really high in B12, this fat. And so it's going to add some flavor. It's going to melt in there. It's going to be delicious. So you want to cut pieces for the stir fry that are generally the same volume. They don't have to necessarily be exactly the same size, but you want them to be the same volume. That way they cook the same. So you want to get a little bit of the fat in there. Maybe you don't want to get all of it. But stir fry is such a nice, easy thing to get throughout the week. You want to purchase steaks that are mostly meat for stir fry. Otherwise, purchasing lamb, you may want to buy other cuts for different reasons. And this was a really reasonably priced steak. I think it was between $8 and $9 a pound. But this is going to feed, you know, this with loads of veggies is going to feed on average probably 4 people if it's really tossed in with a nice sauce and just some different vegetables. And it's going to have loads of flavor from that lamb. So just cut it into reasonable sizes, and then you always want to cut it across the grain. So you'll see the grains running this way, right? And you want to cut it across the grain, okay? If you cut it with the grain, the texture isn't going to be right. So you want to cut it across the grain. So again, the grains are running this way. This goes for all meat all the time, whether it's cooked or raw. So I'm going to cut it across the grain. Nice thin pieces for a stir fry. I see them running this way. I'm going to cut it across the grain. Sometimes it's a little harder to tell than others. But looking really closely, the grains are running this way. I'm going to cut it this way. Cut it across. Now at this point, I can tell that this meat is really tender as I press into it. So I don't need to do much marinating on it. But if you like to, you can. So all this delicious meat we have to work with. It can be a quick saute on a weeknight for you.